All right, guys, we're going to continue in our reading packet, okay, about hurricanes. So we're going to go on to page 5. I think this is it right here, right? Okay, what are hurricanes? Well, we learned a little bit about that already, but let's continue. Again, we're going to be talking about cause and effect. It says cause and effect in science. Scientists try to explain why or how something happens. To understand the cause, they ask, why did this happen? To understand the effects, they ask, what were the results? So, for example, the cause, since the hurricane came ashore, what was the effect of that? It destroyed trees and homes. Okay, such clue words such as since, because, as a result, when, and so are signals for cause and effect. Okay, so let's continue. It says use a highlighted sentence. Well, that's this right here. Look. Highlight this part right here. They also have strong winds that cause huge waves. Okay. So it says hurricanes are very strong storms that form over the ocean. These powerful storms bring heavy rains. They also have strong winds that cause huge waves. Most hurricanes stay over the ocean. These hurricanes are not very dangerous, but hurricanes that strike land can do much harm. Okay. So, what is the cause of huge waves during a hurricane? What causes it? We just underlined it. We just highlighted it. Huge waves, right? Okay. So, what causes it? Strong winds. So, strong winds. Okay. Says how does a hurricane form? Well, let's do that. Let's figure that out. So it says, how does a hurricane form? Well, let's see. Summer and fall are the times of the year when hurricanes are born. Okay. So are we in summer yet? No, not yet. We're still in winter. Most hurricanes start as groups of small storms far out in the ocean near the equator. The equator is an imaginary line around the middle of the earth. All right, let's keep going. This part of the world is called the tropics. And what does that mean? Right here, tropics is the region on or near the equator. It says the storms join other storms and pick up speed. When the winds inside the storms reach 39 miles per hour, they're called tropical storms. So this part right here, a tropical storm forms when heat, wind, and moisture are combined. We need to highlight that part. It says the water in the tropics is very warm. Okay. The wind picks up heat when it moves across the water. Water vapor rises from the ocean to form thick rain clouds. The result is a wide column of wind and rain that spans across the ocean. Okay, just like the picture that you have on the previous page. Okay. It says when the winds inside the storm reach 74 miles per hour, it is called a hurricane. So it has to be 75, 74 miles per hour to be a hurricane. A large hurricane can be hundreds of miles wide. Its winds can reach up to 155 miles per hour. It says what clue word in the highlighted sentence? So right here, what clue word right here? It says what clue word in a highlighted sentence helps to show cause? It's just one word. So a tropical storm forms. What's the next word? No. A tropical storm forms when. So that word when, then it's going to tell you how it's formed. Okay? When. So let's do the next part. It says the parts of a hurricane. If you look at a hurricane from space, you can see that there are two main parts. The center of the hurricane is called the eye. Okay, that's this part right here, the eye. Okay, the eye is the calm part of the storm. There the wind is very weak, and there are almost no clouds. Surrounding the eye is a circle of thick clouds. This is called a rain band because it is where heavy rain falls. Okay, the winds are the strongest in the rain bands. So the center of the hurricane is called the eye, and here's a picture, a diagram of what it would look like. Okay, each of these are rain bands right here. Rising winds, just moving around. The center is called the eye. Okay, what is the effect when rain bands move over an area? So rain bands moving over the area. What happens when they move over the area? That tells you in the text. What does it say? What happens inside the rain bands? Read this section right there. Yes, heavy rain falls. So this section, okay, rain bands. So this is the cause. Rain bands move over an area, and what's the effect? And you just said it. Heavy rain falls, and what else? How fast do we have weak winds or strong winds? Weak? Really? Strong winds. Strong winds blow on the area. All right, going to the next page. It says when a hurricane gets to land, the wind and rain arrive first. They get stronger as the hurricane moves on the land. Then suddenly the rain and the wind stop, and the sun makes shine. This is the eye of the storm. When the weather stays calm while the eye is overhead. Then, just as suddenly, the wind and the rain pick up again. Okay, one of the worst effects of a hurricane is a storm surge. Okay, a surge happens when the strong winds push large amounts of ocean water towards the land at one time. And here's what you need to highlight. When there is a storm, the sea is much higher than normal. As a result, the ocean floods the land. You see that? So it says what clue words is the highlighted sentence in the highlighted sentences show cause and effect. We already have one that we got before, David. Okay, keep going. As what? As a result. So that's one part. Okay. What's the other one? It's the same one that we had on the previous page, by the way. Grayson? When. Both of those. It says storm surges are dangerous. People stay away from the ocean during a hurricane. Okay. So then this section right says hurricane patrol. The National Hurricane Center tracks hurricanes. The aim is to predict where and when the hurricane will hit land. The center gives two kinds of warnings. Well, I'm going to highlight what, okay? So it looks like this part is actually highlighted. So let's highlight that. First, the center sends out a hurricane watch. Okay, this means that the hurricane is a hurricane could hit land within 36 hours. Okay. So it says what is the cause and what is the effect of the highlighted sentence. So what's the cause? Okay. Why does it happen? What do they do first? No. What do they do first before that? They send out a hurricane watch. Yeah, they send out a hurricane watch is sent out. A hurricane watch is sent out. So then what's the effect? They send out a hurricane watch. What happens next? What was the effect? What's the rest of the sentence that we highlighted? What was that, Julian? This means that a hurricane could hit land within 36 hours. Yes. Exactly, that's what it is. All right, hold on, give me a second. So the effect is people know that a hurricane could hit land within 36 hours. Try to fit the whole thing in there. Okay. So let's continue. It says people asked to listen to television and radio stations. Then the center may give a hurricane watch. This means that the hurricane can reach land within. Then the center may give a hurricane warning. This means that the hurricane can reach land within 24 hours. So first they give a hurricane watch that the hurricane is 36 hours away. Then they give a hurricane warning that the hurricane could reach land within 24 hours. So it's getting closer and closer, right? People may be asked to leave their homes. Thanks to hardworking scientists, many people can tell when the storms are coming and move to a safe places. Okay. All right, let's go on to the next page. It says keep on thinking. Keep thinking. So when the storm surge reaches shore, what does it cause? Does it cause rain, winds, or floods, or heat? Floods. Yes. Floods. All right. Floods. What makes a tropical storm different than a hurricane? The name it is given, the time of the year it happens, when the storm hits land, or the wind speeds?
Wind speeds.
Okay. If you go back to the text, it says back up to page 6. It says it's a tropical storm when it's 99 miles per hour, but it's a hurricane when it's how fast? 74, 75 miles per hour. Good job, David. So the wind speeds, that's how you could tell the difference. Okay, look at number 3. Which main idea is supported by the details strong winds, floods, and heavy rain? Grayson?
Hurricanes are dangerous.
Yes, they are. They're bad news, dude. Hurricanes are dangerous. All right. Let's do this. There's only 6 of them? Perfect. Write the answers online. What is the effect of a storm surge during a hurricane? What happens? It's the answer for number 1. What happens? There are floods happen, right? So when a storm surge hits, okay, hits the shore, the effect is flooding. The effect is flooding. Okay? It says, how much damage can a hurricane cause to an ocean community? How much damage?
A lot.
Okay, be specific. What happens? Yes. The hurricane damages houses, and property. And then if a hurricane watch were given in your town, what should you do?
You should drive somewhere else.
Okay, but how would you know that?
The news.
Yes. And how do I watch the news? Yes, so it says that you need to listen.
Also radios.
Yes, I know. Listen to the television. Listen to the television or radio to find out if the hurricane would come on land. Bam. Whoops, sorry. Land. It says complete the cause and the effect, okay? So use it to show the chain of cause and effects that result in a hurricane. So the air heats up as it moves across the ocean floor. Okay? What happens next? This. Water vapor rises from the ocean into the air. Okay. And then from here, as a result, a fast-moving column of wind and rain forms. And then what happens next?
Wind.
Yes, the wind picks up what?
Speed.
Speed. Winds pick up speed. Okay.